S25 jet. I'm on my way to a brand new kit.
From industry news to mobile technology leaks and rumors, we cover tomorrow's tech news today. eSIM Tech News.
All right, how's everybody doing? Let me check the volume real quick and let me adjust this screen size. There we go. Let's see here. Let me know if you cannot hear me. Let me see here. There we go. How's everybody doing today? It's been a while since we have done a live stream, so I'm glad to finally go live. So this I put out on social media. We'll get to the news here in a second. We've got a lot to give away as well. We'll get to the news here in a second. We have a lot to get to. But this past 30 days was the best this channel has ever had. I think it's almost been about 2 years since I created the channel. Almost over. Check this out. We have almost 200,000 more views than this time last month. So viewership is way up. I'm assuming it's due to S25 coverage. I've gotten a lot, and it doesn't really bother me. I've gotten a lot of hate, or I've been called out, or people have been calling my bluff on the overheating issue. It is what it is. I sent it back, so why would I send back the one that I picked out that I wanted, right? So it's like, whatever. That stuff doesn't bother me. Look, not everybody's gonna love your product if you're a company or if you have a service. So it is what it is. So giveaways. So what we're gonna do is there's a lot of news to get to as well. And side note, I just got this in from Amazon. This little camera tester. Check this out. I just got this in from Amazon. The little so I can put two phones against each other, so I can do the S25 Ultra here and the Pixel 9 Pro here, and record videos, test videos and stuff. So I kind of delayed my camera comparison videos, because that's what I love to do. Cameras are such an imperative part of these devices, and originally I would have put something out already, but I wanted to wait to get this in, because look, I can hold them with my two hands, but it's just so shaky, and I need it to be as fair as a comparison as possible. So I'm gonna actually, when this is done, I'm actually gonna get out of the house. It's a sunny day today, not a cloud in the sky, and gonna get out and do some camera testing. Giveaways. So I have a bunch of stuff here. So I know not everybody watching has the same device, but I do have iPhone 16 Pro cases. Now these are not cheap. These are freaking $70 cases. So we'll do that here shortly, just kind of throughout the live stream. If any of y'all have an iPhone 16 Pro, not the Pro Max, but the Pro. I got iPhone 16 Pro cases. Oops. Right here. These are Kevlar. I think these are Binks. This is more of a, I'm not sure if you can see that. It's more of a kind of like a Paquita. What's the name of that? I don't know. And this is more of a carbon fiber. So this is more of a colorful design. This is carbon fiber. I think they're like 70, 80 bucks a piece. I'm going to give those away. If you have a new S25 Ultra, you're in luck as well. Rinky. I mean, Jesus Christ. I made that mistake the last time. Nilkin. How could I forget? Nilkin. I'm going to give this case away. So if you have an S25 Ultra, stay tuned. We will give this case away. And then I have screen protectors. These are brand new. Ultra glass. I have for the S25 and S25 Ultra. So this is for the regular small one. I doubt anybody's probably bought that, but if you did, look, and if there's somebody in the chat, if we only have, like, let's just say one person has the S25 Ultra and I can't get more than one person to enter in the giveaway, I'll just send this to you. So if you have an S25, and we'll do the drawings here shortly, but I know more than one person has the S25 Ultra screen protector, and these work with your fingerprint sensor. Thank you, Jesus. And then I also have Smart Devil. Smart Devil screen protectors as well. This one for the S25 Ultra, and this one for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So we'll give those away. Let's see. Now, this one is open because I did a review, but there's two left in here. So I think there's a 3-pack. I did one. I used it as a video review, but I'll give you the remaining 2. I don't use screen protect right now. I think where the S25 Ultra is at, where Gorilla Glass is at, I don't think I need a screen protector. Call me crazy. My wife keeps on hounding me for not she wants me to put the film, the anti-reflective films, because that video I did. So check it out. So we got 3 S25 Ultras. I couldn't decide between the blue or the black. I got the blue and the black. Black overheated, sent it back. So I'm using the blue one. I got my wife the white one. So the video review I did of the anti-reflective film screen protector review, that was on her device, the white one. But I don't use a screen protector. The Gorilla Glass Armor 2 is so good right now. I don't think I need one, but whatever. And let's see. And if you're a Pixel, I cannot forget my Pixel users, hashtag Team Pixel. I have cases for you as well. So if we don't get all this in today, look, I can go live tomorrow and we can give away some more stuff tomorrow. I have cases for the Pixel 9 Pro XL. I have cases for the Pixel 8 Pro XL. So let's go through, and I have a pen and paper right here, so I'll write down all the winners. So if you have let's go running through it real quick. If you have a Pixel 8 Pro XL, we have stuff. If you have a Pixel 9 Pro XL, I got stuff. If you have an iPhone 16 Pro, I have cases. If you have a S25 Ultra, I have cases. If you have an S24 Ultra, I have cases. If you have an S24 Plus, I have cases. If you have an iPhone 16 Pro Max, I got screen protectors. If you have if you have an S25 Ultra, I got screen protectors. If you have a S25, I have screen protectors. So we'll just kind of do it randomly. So here's what I'm going to do. I got a bunch of news stories. I think I have like 10 news stories now. I'm not trying to make this a 2-hour-long live stream. So I'm going to try to run through these stories. Now, after each story, we'll run this is a big giveaway day. After each story, we'll just run a giveaway. So it'll benefit, and I don't know what I'll do first. I guess it might be up to y'all. Who's in the chat? What's going on? Cameron from the UK. You can hear me? Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate it. How is it in the UK, man? The EU, Europe sure is pushing. I wanted to get into that Apple iCloud backdoor thing. Obviously, I'm not going to get in that today, but man, what they are sure moving the sticks. I tell you what. So I appreciate you from joining us. India. I don't have an iPhone, but I promise you, if you subscribe to the channel, so as we grow, I'm giving away cases, screen protectors, stuff like that. This time next year, or shoot, maybe even 6 months, I'm gonna give away phones. So the very next CMF phone, the phone 2, I'm gonna buy 2 of them. I'm gonna buy one for me and one for you, and we'll give that away. And down the line, we will give iPhones away. We will give more expensive devices away, and I ship them worldwide. The last 3 live streams, I think 2 people from India won. So I'll ship them to you free of charge. You don't have to spend a penny. That's not on you, that's on me. So it does not matter where you live. How's it going? A Spigen Nano case for the Ultra. Still waiting for the new Ultra to be delivered. What color did you get? What color did you get? So you got the case, but you don't have the phone. Man, that's some anticipation right there. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. Now, I don't know with this overheating thing. I think for the most part, I don't think new. I like if you purchased it and you're waiting to get it. I don't think, because I was communicating with a couple of people in the comments last night. That same scenario where they purchased one, they're still waiting for it, and they were worried. Damn, what do I do if I get one that overheats? I wouldn't be worried about it, and I say that because I think it is an issue, but it affects a very small percentage. For the most part, for that overheating video that I put out that has like 20,000 views, I put out a few days ago. I think there's like 300 comments, right? And I asked people in that video, hey, let me know in the comments below if you have one. Is it overheating or is it not overheating? Well, I think about 90% of the people said, hey, mine's good. But there's a good 30, if you scroll through those comments, there's a good 30 people that said, yeah, mine's overheating. Now, 30 compared to 300, so what, 10%? So, look, you have a small percentage, and let's get into the news, because for those of y'all that are affected, and well, we'll get into it in the news. I think Samsung could potentially fix this. It could be a potentially easy fix. Can you test a thin and minimalistic case for the S25 Ultra? Yes. Comment below what case you want to see me test, and I'll buy it today. And I will do a video review on it. So I get some stuff for free, some stuff I don't get for free, right? But if you have a case that you want me to review, let me know. I'll buy it and I'll review it. Look, I'm at this point, I'm trying to record any content I can get my hands on. So let me know what you want me to do a review on, and I'll note it down. I'll buy it and I'll do a review. Not bad here in the UK. Sick of being taxed on every little thing. No. Shh. Well, here in the US, we're about to feel that same pain. I don't get into politics on this podcast, on this YouTube channel. It's not what this is about. But with Trump doing tariffs and everything, I think it's gonna raise prices on everything, and not just here in the US. I think worldwide. I'm gonna make a video in regards to TSMC, the largest chip and the best chip manufacturer, is making some huge changes on the fly. And as you know, most high-end electronics have to have a central processing unit, and chances are it's probably made by TSMC. So their prices are going to go higher. Our electronics are going to go higher. I did a video a couple weeks ago. I think laptops worldwide are going to go up by 26%. Smartphones could go up by 46%. No, it's the opposite. Laptop prices can go up by 46%. Smartphone prices up by 20%. So, oh man, not happy for that. Jade green, ooh, that's nice. That's nice. I had the jade green S24 Ultra, and I love that color. But this one looks nicer, more shinier. All right, so let me clear my throat, and then we'll get into this news, and then we'll do a giveaway. Let me know what y'all have. What giveaway y'all want to do first? Is it iPhone? Is it is it S25, S24? What else we got? Pixels. Let me know, and we'll run a giveaway. And look, even if you can still enter, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the StreamYard giveaway tool. So it'll be live on air. I'm not handpicking people. This is purely by random, and you will see it live as I do. It'll pick it, and we'll go from there. Even if you don't have, let's say you have a S25 Ultra, but you win a iPhone 16 Pro case, you can still sell this on Mercari, on OfferUp, or Facebook Marketplace. It's an $80 case, right? You can sell it for what, $50? I mean, it's free cash. All right, give me 1 second. And here's the other thing too. Here's what I want to test on this S25 Ultra are the microphones. So those of y'all that are unaware, the Pixel 9 Pro XL or Pixel 9 Pro has the very best microphones on any mobile device. Any. Better than iPhone, better than the S24, better than any phone on the market. It is the best phone to use if you want to record yourself, or if you want to do a vlog, or just send a quick video to your mom and dad, your brother, sister, whatever. Pixel 9 Pro XL, it sounds like you're using an external microphone, and you're not. Like, it is mind-blowing how good the microphones on the Pixel 9 Pro XL are. I want to test the S25 Ultra microphones compared to the Pixel and see if they've improved upon last year's generation. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. I know that's a and I have a solution, so we'll get into that. So that's a good transition. Hollywood. Oh, nice. You staying safe out there? I know the fires are done, but hopefully you've stayed safe out there. But man, what a bad deal. So I'm out in South Texas, just south of Austin, right, North San Antonio, and if you Google, there was a really similar, but not, you see what I'm saying? Forest fire or brush fire, forest fire, whatever you want to call it, in Bastrop, which is where I think a lot of the new Tesla stuff is. About 8 years ago, a huge fire literally burned down the whole city, just east of Austin, maybe 15 miles. Beautiful Texas hill country out there. Just wiped everything out. You can see, I drove through there 2 months ago, and there are still trees that are just sticks, and that was 8 years ago. So yeah, it was a bad deal, man. You were evacuated for 1 day for the Sunset Fire. Good. Well, hopefully you stay safe, man. It's hard not to get emotional when you see that stuff, man. People lose their, literally, if you think about it, you lose your home, like I can't even imagine. Jesus. Let's get into these Samsung deals. So hopefully you stay safe. So that's a good transition. So if you have an S25 series device, now Samsung did release the February security patch. Now, right before I hit live on this stream, I've been checking my device. I think Samsung released it in. It benefits, if you're a Samsung user, it benefits you to live in South Korea, because they get the best of the best. They get the Z Fold 6 SE, the real thin one. They get the S25 Ultra with the 16 gigs of RAM. They get the updates on day one. That's their home country, their home base, so I get it. But it is released, and I suggest everybody check. If you have an S25 series, check your device. We don't know when it will hit the States. I've seen a couple of people, who knows, on Reddit. I just got on Reddit saying that the carrier S25 series, and we'll get into the S24 with this update, but I've seen some people say they've gotten theirs on AT&T and T-Mobile, but it's only one or two people. Who knows if they're telling the truth? But the February security patch is live. So the S25 series was released on February 7th. It's got its first firmware update. The update labeled AYB3, which is approximately just over 500 megabytes in size, is currently rolling out in South Korea and will roll out globally in the next day or two. Fingers crossed. So this update addresses significant bugs related to charging, calling, and camera enhancements, and importantly, the update, the security patch level to February of 2025, addressing over 40 vulnerabilities detailed in Samsung's security bulletin. The update also improves the call quality as well as some camera enhancements. Hopefully this update will also address some overheating issues S25 users have been experiencing recently, which I just mentioned. I, for one, have, I just mentioned, got 3 S25s and got one of them overheated. So it's just a hit or miss deal, unfortunately. So Samsung has not officially made any statements in regards to this issue. It appears to be an isolated incident. If you have an overheating S25 series, let's pray this update fixes it. Now, here's my issue with this deal. The return windows, if you've already gotten your S25 Ultra, and let's say you're one of the unlucky few where yours is overheating, where the hell is this update? So this update is basically not the only thing that will solve the overheating issue, but I'm hoping that Samsung has acknowledged this. They haven't acknowledged it publicly, but I hope internally they've acknowledged it. And every now and then, like with Google, sometimes they would delay an update a few days because the developers at Google are rushing to modify the code to try to fix something, to try to fix an issue that popped up late in the month. And they're like, oh crap, well, I don't want to, we can't go another 3 or 4 weeks with this issue snowballing online and social media. We need to delay this update a day or two, get this, modify this code in here to try to solve this issue and get this out ASAP. That's what I was hoping is going on with this update. I've added Samsung in each and every one of my videos. I'm not hounding them on it, but I at them and let them know. And I do have a Samsung rep, and I did email them that I was having this problem. I said they'll look to it. Who knows? But that's the dilemma. If you have an S25 series and your return window's coming up, like, they'll send you a text, they'll send you an email, hey, you got 3 days to return your trade-in device, and that goes for returning it as well. So it's like, well, shit, when is this update gonna come? Because hopefully we get this update. Hopefully it fixes the overheating, because I messaged a couple of people last night and they just returned it. They said, screw it, I'm not going to deal with this. So it sucks. I said, look, just if you really, really like the device, return it, buy another one. Chances are you're not going to get 2 overheating devices. If it's only affecting, at most 10% of the devices, then there's a good chance you return that one, or exchange it for another one. That the second one should be fine. But now the key feature of this update is the seamless background installation, which is unique to the S25 series, allowing for automatic updates without extended periods of phone inaccessibility during the reboot process. Now, users can check for the update in the Settings app, and then simply go to Software Update, and then tap the download and install, and it should tell you. The only other Android device that has seamless updates is Google. So the difference between seamless and non-seamless is you can still use using your phone while the phone updates in the background. Unlike the old Samsung way, where you would download it, it would reboot, and then the phone would essentially install the update, but your phone is useless while it's installing it. So seamless up. Google's been pushing this to very, very hard in the past, or at least before the pandemic, for all Android manufacturers to move to seamless updates. And here we are sitting, four years later, and now the S25 is the first non-Pixel device that's going to do seamless updates. So that's one of the other reasons why I was waiting on this update. Okay, so let's see. Before we move into the delay for the S24 series, let's run a giveaway. So I want to make it as fair as possible, but I don't want to give away something that nobody has in the chat. See what I'm saying? So I have, again, real quick, and we'll try to make this quick as possible. I have Pixel 8 Pro XL, Pixel 9 Pro XL cases. I have cases for the iPhone 16 Pro. I have S25 Ultra case. I have screen protectors for the S25, S25 Ultra, screen protector for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. What do y'all want to do? Who's got what? Do most of y'all have a Samsung phone? Actually, let's do this. Why don't we do this? While I do my next story, let me know what devices y'all have, and we'll run a giveaway for the majority. If there's one device that most people have, we'll do it that way. Or I can just do I could just do an Amazon gift card if that suits. And I can email it to you after the show. Samsung, I know you got all. I know you got all of them, all the above. What's going on, brothers? Good to see you. Let me know what device y'all have, and then we'll do it after this one. So I want to get into Bama Fan in Pixel 9 Pro XL. I want to get into Bama Fan and his concerns, right? So this update, One UI 7 for the S24 series, is a headache. So Samsung delays Android 15 update for the Galaxy devices once again. Now, they've said it's at the end of the first, what did they say, at the end of the quarter? Wait, no, they said at the end of March or April, right? Yeah, at the end of March or April. So Samsung has significantly delayed the rollout of Android 15. One UI 7 for most Galaxy devices, all Galaxy devices, not S25, pushing it until April or after April. So initially the launch beta for the S24 series was in December of 2024. The beta program was not expanded, however. They only selected a very small number of users, and the stable update, initially expected sometime in 2025 or early 2025, is now further delayed. This delay, according to a leaker, is attributed to Samsung's plan for 6 beta releases for the S24 series, with the final beta scheduled for April 2025 before official rollout. Now, the prolonged delay may impact the release of One UI 7.1, with Samsung potentially releasing a minor update, One UI 7.0.1, later in the year alongside its next foldable lineup, while other manufacturers have already released or are nearing completion other Android 15 updates. So, Google has some play in here, and Samsung has some play in here. I'm not picking sides, but here's my opinion. So, One UI is a huge overhaul of Samsung's operating system, and I'm not making excuses for them, right? They've had a long time to work on this, but it's been a long time. So One UI 7, so when Google issues, and check this out, and Google is about to release Android 16. So you're going to have, here's what moving into the future, here's what's going to happen. Samsung's going to have to choose. Samsung's going to have to make some modifications, because Android 16, Google has announced, and they're going to release their flagship Android 16, Android 17, Android 18 sooner than in the past. So instead of rolling it out every September or October with a new Pixel release, they're going to bump it forward. So Android 16, I believe, will be launched in May, the stable build. So what does Samsung do? Because that puts pressure on Samsung, because the S24 series is still on Android 14. And if Samsung's not going to update their devices till Android 15 in April, how does that look on Samsung if Google rolls out a stable build of Android 16 and Samsung just puts out Android 15? You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter which way you slice it, Samsung's going to have to do better. And I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. Hear me out. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt because they have been pretty good on releasing security patches, releasing Android versions for the last few years. Since they dedicated to monthly updates and on-time updates, they have been good for the past few years. Now, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt on this one, in this one update only, because it's such a big overhaul. One UI 7 is like 24, the whole system. One UI 7, the whole system image is like 24 gigabytes, right? In Android 16, at least on the Pixel side, if you take the system image for a Pixel, it's like 2 gigabytes. So there's like 20 more gigs of data that these Samsung developers have to code and rework and modify. But I'm only giving them a slight, not a pass, but I'm like, I'm going to see what happens. So if they continually screw this up, yeah, their ass is on the line. But let's hope they get this update out sooner rather than later, and they get no more passes after this. Once you get a stable build of One UI 7 and you get a baseline for an operating system, you have no more excuses for delaying it, right? And they're going to have to do better. They're going to have to rework how they put out their versions of Android, because Google's reworking theirs. Well, Samsung's going to have to redo theirs, because it does not look good. As I mentioned, when when Google puts out stable, look, I'm going to make a video about this. I installed Android 16 Beta 2 on my Pixel 9 Pro XL. Yo, it is awesome. I'm not going to say it fixed my Pixel, but y'all know, I've mentioned it's been a little sluggish, even editing videos, right? I've kind of complained about that recently, how it's kind of not up to par. Well, this morning I was editing a video on there just to test it out. Seems pretty damn good now. So Android 16 is going to be a badass operating system. Super smooth, fast, smooth. Everything is on point. It seems like it really has me excited. So I really want to get Android 16 on these Galaxy devices. Well, they just released, this S25 Ultra just released with Android 15. So they got it. Samsung's got to do something, but we'll just have to wait and see. Oh, that reminds me, if it requires a little bit of modification, I put out a video, and I'm going to link this when it's done. I put out a video of how to install. I have One UI 7 beta on my S24 Plus. You can, if you really want to bump up to One UI 7, and this goes for any S24 series, the base S24, S24 Plus, or S24 Ultra. If you want to install One UI 7, and it's smooth as butter. I know the term a beta software, maybe a little too much for people. I haven't found one hiccup or one iota of anything on this One UI 7 beta. So that kind of got me wondering, like, this thing is running really, really good. So I don't really know what the holdup is. So I don't really have an answer for y'all when it comes to One UI 7 and S24 series. But if you want to install it on your device, I did make a video, a walkthrough of just how to do it. Again, it requires you to flash something here or there. It's not the most difficult thing in the world, but I do have a follow through, like a step-by-step video, and links to everything you're going to need. I think it should take you no more than, 10-15 minutes. But if you're interested, I'll link it down below. Let's see here. See? Notice I'm on beta. So let's do a giveaway. So let's see here. What do y'all want? You think that, see, that's crossed my mind. You think they're trying to sell more S25s? Look, it's possible, right? I wouldn't put anything. Samsung revenue has been down recently. Their chip division is at a crossroads, right? It's either going to sink or fail basically from here on out. So I wouldn't put it past them. Look, Apple has been guilty of doing that for years, right? They'll degrade, and actually they got sued in federal court for that, where they'll degrade in updates for older devices. They'll actually slow them down to make them sluggish, to make people get frustrated, fed up, and upgrade and buy new ones. So I wouldn't put it past them. Personally, do I think they're doing that? I don't, but I could be wrong, and it would not surprise me if that were the case. So you may be right. If they upgraded the cameras this year, I would have bought the S25 Plus. Yeah. I agree. I debated that as well. I almost pulled the trigger on a blue S25 Plus, and I thought, you know what? And I literally had my finger hovering over that buy button, and I was like, it's really not that different than this. So I could just buy a blue skin from D brand, and it would be an S25 Plus. So it's really not that big of a difference. It never got the OnePlus 13 in my hands. Needs to test. Pixel charging speed is too slow, and the battery life not good. See, yeah, the charging is always bothers me. Damn. My battery life is outstanding. So if you go back into my channel history, and when I first got these, well, I think after about a week, once the device settles in, I was getting over 10 hours of screen on time on my Pixel 9 Pro XL. So my battery life is really good. I just think but I agree with you on the charging thing. Yo, it is time to move this charging speed forward. We're putting, like, we're sending spaceships to Mars. Like, how are we not charging these phones in 30 minutes? Like, that should be the maximum charging time, is 30 minutes. I don't get it. So whatever. Let's see. What do y'all want? Let me pull up this giveaway tool. Y'all tell me, what should we give away? Gift card? Does anybody have I'm trying to get rid of these. We'll do a gift card. Does anybody have I'll just give these away. Does anybody have an iPhone 16 Pro? If you do, let me know in the comments. I'll send these to you. They've been sitting around here forever. Let's do it. Let's do a gift card, and I'll email it to you as soon as the show is done. So here's what you do. If you got an Amazon account, well, even if you don't, anyways, hashtag in the chat. Let me share this, and I'll send you a gift card right away. Hashtag gift card. Hashtag gift card. Put that in the chat, and I'll run it. For those of y'all that are watching this on another platform, so I'm streaming on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different platforms. YouTube, numerous YouTube channels, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. It's possible y'all are watching this on one of those channels. If you want to enter the contest, go to YouTube. It has to be on our eSIM Studios YouTube channel. I mean, you have to enter the hashtag gift card on our eSIM Studios YouTube channel live chat to enter. And I'll give y'all a sec, because every now and then I'll get somebody watching on a different platform. So if you are, go over to YouTube, type in eSIM Studios in the search bar, and you'll see us live. Select the live, and then go into the chat and type in hashtag gift card. And I'll send y'all I don't know, $25, $30 gift card here in a second. We'll go from there, because that's a lot of time with these giveaways. I got a lot of stuff here, but not everybody in the chat has a 16 Pro, right? Not everybody in the chat has a S25. Check this out. You're not going to believe how many cases I have for the Pixel 8 Pro XL. I think I have about 50 cases I'm looking to give away. 50. So It's going to take forever to get rid of those. I'm going to give you all a few more minutes, or not a minute, probably about 30 more seconds to let other people on other platforms in. And if there, I know some people have, and that's the other thing. I may not do a giveaway. I may just say, hey, if you have an iPhone 16 Pro, email me, right? I got WhatsApp. Email me, and I'll just send it to you, right? It doesn't even have to be a giveaway. Or if you have an S24 Ultra, let me know you got one, and I'll send you a few cases completely free. I got a closet full of accessories I'm trying to get rid of. Look at that's just some of them, and this is to the oh shit, you can't see me. This is to the Pixel 8 Pro XL, and that's probably about 30 right there. That might be the best way to do it. Just do this. Watch. Okay, so y'all ready? Let's do this. If you have any one of those devices I mentioned earlier, just hit me up. Email me. My WhatsApp is in the channel description. Telegram. Hit me up and let me know what device you have, and I'll send you. I'm not going to send you, every accessory I have, but I'll send you a little gift pack, a couple cases, maybe a screen protector, completely free. Let's run this real quick. All right, you ready? All right, last call for the contest. Amazon gift card. All right, let's do it. All right, man, you're a lucky subscriber, aren't you? You've won a number of things, so congratulations. I'll get with you once this is done. I think I have your email, but I'll get with you once this is done, and send you an Amazon gift card. Let me write that down real quick. Congratulations to you, sir. Now, let's see what else. There's some really, really interesting stuff here. So, moving on to this Android 16. So, it's a really good build. I installed it on my Pixel 9 Pro XL maybe... I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago. I can't remember. And it's really good. So it's got me excited for, it's got me excited for the future for Android. This is a really good build, and it's just a beta, and it's really good. So, so Google pushed Android 16 beta 2 to all Pixel devices, I think, up into the Pixel, 5? Or 4A, I think 5 or 4A. Anyways, now it was released on the 13th. So what was that? 2 days ago? Anyways, it introduces several new features, including a redesigned settings app. Mine looks the same, so I don't know I don't know why they said that was redesigned. Darker background, enhanced text contrast options with outlines, and a new region and measurement system setting within the languages and regions menu. as well as ability to launch Google Wallet with a double press of the power button. I got mine open in the camera. Anyways, it also addresses numerous bug fixes reported in Beta 1, resolving issues such as system UI crashes when interacting with web views, device freezing during calls, and crashes within the Google Home app. The Beta 2 is available for all Pixel devices. I got it down here. Pixel 6, 7 series, Pixel Fold, Pixel 8 series, Pixel 9 series. Damn, so did they drop the Pixel 5 with updates? I guess so. Now, check this out. Here's a really cool feature that has not been getting talked a lot about. Now, this new feature on Android 16 Beta 2 that they introduced is the anti-scam feature, which blocks sensitive settings during calls for you or your grandma. Don't get scammed. So, you know, there's a lot of scams now that they'll call, and look, I think this pertains mainly to like older people, quite honestly. My grandpa's been a victim of this, and guess what? I bought him a Pixel. So, hopefully this protects him. Now, what this does is there's a bunch of scams, I'm sure y'all have heard them, where people will use AI, or it'll just be a regular person calling an older person, an elderly person, taking advantage of them, and they'll basically tell them on their phone to open up their banking app or transfer money or buy Bitcoin and send it to me, you know, all that stupid stuff. Well, guess what? This protects the user. They introduced it on this Android 16 Beta 2. New security feature designed to disrupt phone scams by preventing users from modifying or opening critical settings while on a phone call. This feature specifically blocks the enabling of side-loading permissions, allowing apps to install other apps, and accessibility access, both commonly exploited by scammers to gain control of devices while on the phone. Scammers often guide victims through these processes during calls, so this restriction aims to disrupt their tactics and raise user awareness of potential scams. Even if sideloading is already enabled or the malicious app is from the Google Play Store, Android 16 still prevents the activation of sensitive permissions like accessibility access during a call, adding an extra layer of protection. These anti-scam measures currently live in Android 16 Beta 2 build upon the enhanced confirmation mode from Android 15 and are expected to be included in the final Android 16 release. Now, let's get on to some disappointing news, and we will run a second giveaway shortly. Check this out. OnePlus roadmap. Yes, I'm sure you can all guess where this is heading. But their roadmap was leaked, and surprisingly, one device was left out. And again, I'm sure you can guess what that is, but OnePlus's roadmap was leaked and reveals ambitious 2025 plans, including OnePlus 13T. That's correct. They're bringing the T back, which is going to be a compact flagship, which is going to be the OnePlus 13 Mini. So it is on their roadmap, official roadmap. They're going to release the OnePlus 13T, which is going to be the OnePlus 13 Mini, a compact flagship launching in April. I got the April leak, and I'm like, damn, April, that's not that far away. Competing directly with the S25. They want to get it out as quick as possible to be the best small flagship. Following the OnePlus 13T, you're going to have the OnePlus Ace 5S, which will be the Asian variant of the 13 Mini or 13T. The Ace 5V, as in Victor, both featuring large flat displays, are slated for a May release in China. Now, with fear of the number 4 in Chinese culture, OnePlus will skip. Get this. OnePlus is going to skip the naming of OnePlus 14 and release a OnePlus 15 in October. That was news to me. You know how some buildings won't have the number 13 in their elevator? Apparently, China is the same way, but with a number 4. So instead of the OnePlus 14, it'll be the OnePlus 15, right? Weird, but it is what it is. Now, the roadmap also includes OnePlus Ace 6, which will be the OnePlus 15, but technically, it'd be the next generation of the OnePlus 13, but the Asian version, because right now the OnePlus 13 is equivalent to the OnePlus Ace 5 in China, and they're also going to release the OnePlus Ace 6 Pro, scheduled for a November launch with slightly different versions expected globally in early 2026, all featuring a redesigned look. So we have word that they are going to ditch the or I wouldn't say ditch, but definitely modify the way it looks right now, how it has the big circle on the back. Apparently, they're going to redesign it. So it's going to have a new redesigned look. Now, finally, while details are scarce, a potential OnePlus Nord 5 with a MediaTek 9350 chipset and a massive 7,000 mAh battery is rumored for an April release as well, though the US will not be getting it. If you want that, you're going to have to get it on eBay, Swappa, stuff like that. Now, one big release that was not mentioned in the 2025 roadmap for OnePlus, you can guess it. It's been making headlines in the last couple of days. OnePlus postpones, OnePlus cancels, OnePlus ditches the OnePlus Open 2. So there will not be a OnePlus Open 2. It was one of the most anticipated foldables of the year, even more so than the Samsung foldables, quite honestly. The equivalent, because as we mentioned just a minute ago, OnePlus will have a US version and a China version, or a global version, right? So the equivalent to the OnePlus Open 2 is the Oppo Find N5. Now, we will get to that shortly, but OnePlus has announced it will not be releasing the OnePlus Open 2 foldable phone this year, opting instead to recalibrate, quote unquote, recalibrate for innovation. Whatever the hell that means, and pause its foldable phone plans. This decision comes despite the recent launch of the Oppo Find N5, which is just right around the corner for China, while OnePlus assures continued software support for existing OnePlus Open users. This delay suggests a potential future international release of the N5, but it is a questionable strategic move for OnePlus. So the only thing that it comes down to, it's got to be money. So as much as we would love to own the device, look, they didn't give a reason to why they're not launching a OnePlus Open 2. It has to deal with money. I mean, obviously everything comes down to money, everything. So maybe look, they did the number crunching, and they probably figured out, look, for how many we think we're going to sell, it's really not that worth it. And remember, when we opened up this stream, our viewer from the UK, prices are going up, taxes are going up, tariffs are going up. Maybe they figured, look, we just can't really with our price increase, it's already an expensive device. If we have to increase the MSRP on that by $200, that's going to drop the number of buyers by 23%. And with that drop off, we just can't really, it's just not feasible. Like, we're not going to make any money on it. So why release it, right? It's stuff like that behind the scenes in these boardrooms that get discussed. And it leaves us, the end user, frustrated, disappointed. But it is what it is. Now, it's, as I mentioned, probably the most, if you don't know, I don't like foldables. I've had every flip that Samsung's put out, but I'm not buying any more of those. They are way too fragile. But I was planning on, always wanted a foldable, like the open, like a book style. Just never really found one that I liked, right? And I had my eye on this OnePlus Open 2, and I think I was going to pull the trigger on it, but obviously now I'm not. But if you still want the equivalent of the OnePlus Open 2, I suggest you go and get the Oppo Find N5. So the Oppo Find N5 is, I mentioned, the equivalent of the Open 2. Now, if you're going to want to buy this, if you're going to want to check it out, you're going to have to probably get it on eBay. I don't even think, if you go on Oppo's website, I don't even think they'll let you complete the purchase process, right? It'll figure out you're in the US and it just won't sell it to you, basically. But some of the stats on this looks pretty good. Let's see. The outer screen is a 6.62 inch with a resolution of 1140 by 2616. That's the outer. Inner display, when you open it up, 8.12 inches with a resolution of 2480 by 2248. Both the inner and outer panels are said to support 120 Hz refresh rate. These measurements are an improvement from the previous Find N3, which had a 6.31 inch outer display and a 7.82 inch inner display. Now, this has the Snapdragon 8 Elite configurations: 12 gigs and 16 gigs of RAM, 256, 512, and 1 terabyte storage options. And Oppo has improved the battery life on this thing, moving the capacity from 4,800 milliamp per hour to almost 5,500 milliamp per hour battery, and 80 watt wired charging, 50 watt wireless charging, triple 50 megapixel sensor setup on the back, 50 megapixel periscope, telephoto lens with 3x optical zoom. So let's see, selfie shooters are both outer and inner, are 8 megapixels. So a bummer for sure, but there we go. See how thin that is? I'm sorry, I should have put that graphic up there. See how thin it is? It is insane how thin this is. I want to show, I'm sure some of y'all have seen, but check this out. Insane how thin this is. The thinnest foldable in the world. When it's closed, it's the same thickness as the S25 Ultra. I mean, roughly the same. It's not exact measurements, but basically. So if you cut your S25 Ultra in half, that's how thin it is when it's open. Let's see here. Check this out. Look at this thing. I mean, that's when it's closed. Look at this. That's when it's open. So I was looking forward to the OnePlus Open 2, but it is what it is, right? Let's see. It is what it is. Now, let's do this. I gotta run. I want to finish off this nothing news. I got a lot of iPhone news, but I just don't have time. So let's do this. Let me get into this real quick. Nothing Phone 3A. How could I not mention the Nothing Phone 3A? My most anticipated I'm not gonna say phone of the year, but I think the viewers that have been watching this channel for probably at least the last 6 months know I've said on numerous occasions the Nothing Phone 2A definitely on the Mount Rushmore of my favorite phones of all time. I just love the thing. It's a combination of, I don't know. It's well, mainly because it's freaking $350 and it's got a beautiful OLED display. It's nice, it's snappy, the Nothing OS. Well, guess what? They are about to launch the Nothing Phone 3A. Did I say 2? Anyways, the 2A is what I loved. The 3A is what's coming out. It's right around the corner. And they're going to keep relative same design, right? Now, there has a nice little piece of information not many people are talking about. Well, actually, two. that I want to get to, and I want to get your opinion. So the Nothing Phone 3A is going to launch on March the 4th, right? It's going to think that's at 4 a.m. So we will be getting one. What we don't know is it going to be on the beta program again, or is it going to be launched officially in the US? I doubt it. I don't have any inside news, but what I think they're going to do is stick with what they've been doing. So I think it'll be launched globally, although if you want to buy it in the US, it'll have to be on their beta program, which I don't care. It comes with official software. It doesn't even come with beta software. It's just what they call it. So now, one big upgrade is probably the two areas that most people wanted to see, which is CPU. I had no issues with it, but CPU gets an upgrade and the cameras get an upgrade. So while the specific Snapdragon model remains unannounced, I've seen a lot of suggesting online that it's going to have a Snapdragon 7S Gen 3. Now, which is completely fine with me. The MediaTek chip that they put in there on the 2A, I had no issues with. In fact, it was blazing fast, snappy, had no issues with it. So now with this 7S Gen 3, the S version is more geared towards, I don't want to say AI because that's a catchy term, but it'll be much improved, right? I mean, that CPU's been out for, I think, about a year and a half, but it's more than capable of handling anything you will be able to throw at it on the 3A, right? And remember, they want to keep the price down, right? So they're not going to put a Snapdragon 8S Gen 3. Remember, they're trying to keep it under $400, right? $350. It's a no-brainer. So the shift to Qualcomm processors in this 3A aims to enhance performance on the 3A while maintaining a competitive price, right? So one little quick tip or a piece of information. Nothing is moving the manufacturing of this Nothing Phone 3A to India. Now, Nothing has built this new Chennai factory in India where the Phone 3 is going to be manufactured and produced. Now, that specific Nothing manufacturing plant employs just over 500 people. Now, get this. Out of those 500 people, over 95% of those people are women. So nearly 100% of those 500 people putting together the Nothing Phone 3A are going to be women. Which it initially struck me as weird, but I was like, wow, that is really cool. Never heard of that before. And then I was thinking, you know what? The whole tech industry, the whole tech sector, tech world is so male dominant. I wonder if anybody's going to have an issue with that. Now, some might have an issue with that and maybe not say it publicly. I don't know. I think it's cool. I think that's awesome what they're doing. And I wish more companies would take, kind of step out into the open with doing stuff like this, right? So basically everyone in the manufacturing plant physically putting together that Nothing Phone 3A is all women, which, again, I think it is awesome. So hats off to Nothing for doing that. I think it's a phenomenal idea, and I wish more companies would do that. So I just wonder, damn, are any guys going to... Is this going to decide? Is some asshole going to be like, nah, that phone was made by a woman. I don't want that phone. Is that going to decide if somebody buys the phone or not? I hope not. If a phone is a phone. But, geez Louise. All right. Let's get out of here. Let's do this. Y'all want to do one more? Here's what we're going to do. Since I said multiple giveaways, we'll do another Amazon giveaway. Now, before I get out of here, we're going to do this real quick because I got to roll. If anybody, I'm going to say this once again. My contact information is down below in the description box. If anybody watching this, whether it's live or you're watching this 2 days from when it was recorded, if my contact information is down there, reach out. If you have an iPhone 16 Pro, I'll send you a case for free. If you have Pixel 8 Pro XL, Pixel 9 Pro XL. If you have the S25, the base model, shoot, if you want screen protectors, hit me up. I got stuff piled up in here, so I'm looking to get rid of stuff. So hit me up and let me know what you got, and I'll see what I can send you for free. Well, let's do another one real quick. Hashtag. Ah, shit. Well, I guess you'll get another chance. Is Miami Mail still in the chat? Is Miami Mail still in the chat? Well, it might be his lucky day. Let's do another one. Are you there? Okay, sweet. All right, well then, there you go. I'm gonna say, reach out to me, and I'll send you an Amazon gift card. Let's see, Miami Mail. My contact information. Let me show you, since maybe you've been here before. I don't remember. Let's see. I'll show you where to find me. I don't want it to go to my, there we go. So here, go like in this live video right here. If you go in the description box right here, scroll down, I got all my contact info right here. Hit me up, email, prefer email, but you can contact me however you want. Reach out, give me your Amazon email, and I'll send you a Amazon gift card. Let me write your name down. Yeah, and I can email it to you, and you'll have it within minutes. So easy for me, easy for everybody. So when all else fails, send out Amazon gift cards, right? Everybody's got Amazon, even if you don't, right? You can still buy on there. So that'll do it. And look, I gotta run. I got a lot of news left. A lot of Apple news. So why don't we do this? Why don't we do this tomorrow? Why don't you join me tomorrow? I'll finish the rest of my news, Apple news, a lot of iPhone stuff, Lord, and maybe we'll see if I can give away some more of these screen protectors and cases and stuff like that. So appreciate everybody joining me today. We'll go live tomorrow, finish the rest of the news, and give away more prizes. So appreciate the time. Please be safe. Thank you for joining me, and as always, see y'all tomorrow. Peace out.